Okay.
I'm John McCoy, Curator of Mechanical Exhibits here at Hagley Museum and Library in Wilmington, Delaware. And today we have with us our 1928 Model G DuPont car, one of the rarest cars in the United States. We have to exercise the car because of a request from the owner or donor, and we're going to show you how this car operates and what we have to do to keep it running. One of the problems we have is modern gasoline with these antique cars, and the problem is that tetraethyl lead has been eliminated from the formulas of gasoline, and as a result, that was makes it a problem to lubricate some parts of the engine. So we actually have to add a lead substitute to the gasoline. It also has an alcohol component, which also makes it difficult. The next step, we open the hood here carefully. And that exposes the inline 8-cylinder Continental engine, which was an experimental engine in this car. This car was owned by E. Paul DuPont, who was the owner and founder of the company. So once we find that the fluids are okay, we can go ahead with the starting procedure. I have my hand here at crank. Now, a lot of the cars of the period did hand crank, and this one also would. And you can see there's an opening here for the crank to fit in, and you can actually hand crank this car. However, this car happens to have an electrical system, a full electrical system like a modern car today. It actually runs on 8 volts rather than 6, which was the voltage of the period, which gives it a little more cranking power. It also has hand controls on the steering wheel, and I know a lot of people are used to that in a modern car. In 1928, they also had that same option. In this case, there's 3 controls, actually 4 if you count the horn. This one actually being a throttle control where you can control the engine speed. You also have the ability to control the ignition timing here, and the light switch is also on the steering wheel. All very convenient to the operator. This car, as we had mentioned, does have an electronic ignition and a key, but the key doesn't crank the engine, it turns on the ignition. And actually to start the car, there's a button on the floor. So we put the clutch in, it's a manual transmission car, and we Please come and see us at our car show on September 18th, where we'll have this and over 600 classic vehicles. And please visit our website at www.hagley.org.